Hello everyone, this is Raptor coming back at you yet again with another episode of Transformers Devastation. I took a bit of time after the last play session to again replay chapters 3 and 4 to get all the collectibles that I missed out on those. So I have everything caught up now. Let's see, I got all the Kremzeeks, caught up on all the Spy Ops, and I'm caught up on all the Decepticon flags. So given that this is chapter 5 and there's only like this many collectibles left, I'm gonna have to try really hard in chapter 6 and 7 to really look out for all these collectibles. So yeah, last we left, we finally got into Cybertron, which in the cartoon we only got to see like a glimpse of Cybertron in the first episode, and then the rest of the time everything was happening on Earth. So it's obviously the developers decided to look to War for Cybertron for reference. I mean, oh, Sentry Bot. I mean, in the cartoon, you got to see like a glimpse of a Cybertronian city. I don't know if that was specifically Iacon. It was just like a part of Cybertron. That much they described in the TV show. But other than that, they didn't really specify exactly where on Cybertron they were located before they left for Earth. Ah, great. I really hate these. Like, if I had the ability to manually boost, I wouldn't mind them so much, but given that there's a lot of those that I have to go through the stupid Sonic Ring-ish thing to like get through them, it's really annoying. I think I have all my stuff synthesized, so I mean, I'm on scout mode, so the game shouldn't be too hard from this point on. Was there a cutscene there? It's kind of weird jump cut. Oh snap. This is the plasma core, I'm guessing? Because it doesn't look... I mean, it looks kind of like the core featured in War for Cybertron. That was easy. Okay, given how things are laid out, I'm guessing whatever collectibles are in this chapter should be fairly easy to spot. Yeah, that kind of looks like how the core was laid out in War for Cybertron, but in War for Cybertron, the video game, not the Netflix series, the core of Cybertron was Primus in like a spherical form, so this plasma core looks a little reminiscent of that. Which again, given the story, which is more based on the later lore, I mean, this jives with the original cartoon, because there was no Primus in the original cartoon. So this makes sense in terms of the original cartoon, but the story is based on the later lore, so kinda doesn't. I don't know, I guess if you were to treat this as yet another reboot or retcon of the cartoon, then it works out fine. Is that Megatron there? Oh, was not expecting it this early.
Shockwave! Plasma energy is uncontrollable!
Oh, okay, that was quick. Ah, great, more dodging crap. So this is another...
And once we do, the plasma core will save Cybertron, not
Oh.
doom it.
Okay, that's an interesting new tactic. Ah. I don't remember him having a cloning ability in the cartoon. Dang it. Like, why are they able to like inflict status effects on me but not me? That's a little unfair. Oh, come on, how'd you miss that? Oh, there he is. Can I inflict some status effects on you guys? Because it seems kind of unfair that I get hit with all the status effects and you guys get nothing. Will the real Shockwave please stand up? Oh my gosh. Because if I go after the clones, he's just gonna make new ones. Ah, jeez. I mean, that was fairly challenging, but still, it was slightly BS.
Do you bad guys ever realize how insane your plans are?
It was Nova Prime himself who recognized the need to cyberform populated worlds.
Decepticon lies.
Once the cyberforming
Okay.
starts, I don't know how we can stop it. We can't just give up.
That thought never occurred to me, Bumblebee.
Bring the plasma core online. Constructicons.
This game
Federal
just...
tax is fully operational.
Operational and already doing its work.
Excellent. In less than 1 Earth day, there will be no more Earth days.
Yes, and floor is made of floor. Are you serious? That was it? That was it? Just 3 freaking missions? Oh my gosh, it was like chapter 1 had so many friggin' missions, and then chapter 2 had like maybe half of that, and then 3 and... I don't understand. It's like how much money did they put into developing this game? And it feels like they put all their eggs into chapter 1, and then like they just had to like quickly expand things out to 7 chapters. And then all these weapons, like, okay, the elements are just like, they just inflict status effects. Because when I was fighting Motormaster with my frost swords, like, they froze him, but that didn't happen till like, what, that was chapter 4 or so? So it's like, what is the point of all these status effect elements? Because it's like, they don't really do much to the enemy. And the enemy, as you saw in that Shockwave fight, like, they were inflicting status effects on me more often than I was doing on them. Like, I was hoping, like, maybe, like the ice one would at least freeze them for a time. Like, it froze Motormaster for a while during that one chapter. And, like, I got inflicted with, like, fire, which was definitely damage over time. But like when I'm using these weapons on the enemies, it's like it doesn't really do anything. And then all this tech stuff, like I managed to get some decent tech abilities, or whatever you call these. Like, I mean, I guess what do I have on side? Got HP overflow stuff, so I mean, I'm leveling up quickly. Oh yeah, and turns out, yes, you do level up all your characters rather concurrently. So they're all leveling up along with Sideswipe. So even though I'm just using Sideswipe, all the characters are leveling up at once. So that's one frustration off my back.
Patched. Let's move it.
Okay, that was quick. It's night. So all of this was happening within a day? Is that what this game is trying to tell me? Again, what is with those turbines? I don't understand. And then... I don't...
The plasma core is in overdrive, and it's powering the Insecticons. We've got to find a way to shut it down.
That doesn't look like... That looks like the Matrix of Leadership.
The rupture is distorting it. Shoddy Constructicon repair has failed. The leak is causing a gravitational anomaly that's sucking us in.
That looks like the Matrix of Leadership. That doesn't look like the Plasma Core. What the heck? Oh, jeez. Yeah, some manually boosting would be nice. There better not be any collectibles in there.
It's gonna keep on pumping out more and more power until it blows.
How bad?
Planetary extinction. No one escapes.
The Insecticons and the plasma core are but 2 of 3 components.
The Ferrotaxis!
Though it contains much of our lost culture, destroying it could save Earth.
Megatron has Ferrotaxi!
Okay.
Activating security system.
Looks like Soundwave figured out how to get behind the security.
Okay, now all of a sudden everything's like happening all at once. Is like first the story was like flowing okay. It wasn't going too fast, but now everything's just like the developers are trying to quickly wrap things up. Yeah, so now all of a sudden they're using the classic transition from like Autobot Decepticon story, and it's like, you guys could have used that like early on in the game. Why do you wait till like late game to use that? It's like, I don't know. Like I've been saying, this game feels really inconsistent. There's like so many things that they like. It feels like they threw it in for the sake of throwing it in and not really caring how it affects the rest of the game. Alright, there better not be any like hidden Decepticon flags. Because the last time I was in here, it was like you had to like look behind you because it was like hiding in really obscure spots. I mean, I can't. There shouldn't be that much left to look for at this point. At the same time, it's like, is there any spy ops flying around? Okay, that to watch out for. Yeah. Oh jeez, that was close. I'm just gonna go hippity hop. I don't trust that. Trust nothing. That's what this game has taught me. Oh. Okay. I thought there better not be a Kremzik hidden somewhere in like a lower platform. Like, I don't want things handed to me, but I don't want... It's like... I don't know. It's... There's a balance between making things too easy, and then there's a balance between making things just stupidly hard when it doesn't need to be. Again, it's like, why are they able to like stun me and like do all the status effect stuff and I can't do the same to them? Like, I don't even feel happy about that S rank. It's like, scout mode is so easy, it's just sad. This game makes me sad. How big is this freaking ship? Like, how do you design a ship like this with all these moving parts to it? It's like it takes me so long to recover after it moves.
What the heck was that?
That would be Soundwave Sideswipe. He's pretty distinctive. Alright, am I gonna go round 2 with Soundwave?
Soundwave sabotaged the lift! The nerve of that guy!
Well, I mean, it wasn't all that useful to begin with.
That's our only way to the Ferrotaxis. Somebody check the control panel.
Where'd you guys come from? Alright, is there Kremziks around here? Or spy ops? Wow, I just barely got it when I saw it. Okay, that's... Okay. Looks like that's it. Ah, I can't talk to you guys? Fine, I'll go press the Z button.
As we thought, it's busted.
Leave it to me.
Oh, of course. Alright.
Wheeljack, keep preparing. It appears we have company.
Oh, no, I need to transform. Oh. Well, guys. Oh, come on.
Hurry it up, Wheeljack! I'm starting to lose my paint!
Just a little longer. I'm leaking all over.
Boy, I could use Ratchet right about now. Okay, that's just BS. Come on, you can fly and you got that stupid shield on you. Oh, jeez.
The claw! Destroy it! Hurry!
I'm trying.
We will protect Wheeljack. Sideswipe, take care of those claws.
Are you sure you guys can protect Wheeljack? Because he seems to complain a lot when you guys are doing the work. Wait, I thought this was like a series of columns. How is the claw picking these up like it's one platform? Are there still more enemies? Because it says I'm still on a mission. Or am I shooting bugs again? Okay.
They're still coming.
This is not over. Sending intercepting forces.
Those Autobots, learn to give up.
Shouldn't that be a question mark, not a period? Hey, where are you guys? Did I seriously leave without all you guys? Oh, come on. You can still knock me off of these things. Yeah, I am not playing this in warrior mode, and you can't make me. This is stupid. Great, more BS flying around me. What do you mean them? I'm the only one on here, apparently. Wait, how is the physics of this claw thing working? Because this has... This does not compute. I'm on a friggin' moving platform, yet this claw is moving at the same speed as me. Like, how could I have done that any better with all the BS you threw at me?
That was too close.
It's like... One mission, they're helping me. Next mission, I'm by my friggin' self. I don't understand this. Hey, how am I supposed to get those? Like, they're hidden behind rooms, but there's nothing in the game telling me how I can get to them. Oh, is this it? Really? So how am I supposed to get those hidden areas? Because those are the doors blocking that side. Oh well, let's see what this... Okay, do I break through? Oh. There was an opening there. I did not notice that.
Nothing's ever easy. Time to take that thing down.
Oh. Okay, so this is kinda tricky. Okay, that was anticlimactic.
Are you even trying to stop them?
Hey, don't get mad at Soundwave. Starscream's the one being an idiot. Okay, Soundwave. Oh. Okay. How am I supposed to know that? Because it looks like you run past that thing anyways. Oh, come on, I hit that. Finally. Okay. Gotta figure out how to get to that hidden room. Seriously, is there no way to get into that room? There better not be a Kremzeek in there. Alright, moving on. I took long enough on that. Oh! Almost fell off there. Okay, gonna go synthesize some weapons, not weddings, gosh. And I guess I'm gonna be facing off Soundwave again.
Soundwave, are you even trying to stop them?
I will see to it personally.
What the? Why did I go into the Ark and then I come back and everything reset? And I'm pretty sure I destroyed all of those. Okay. Very weird. Alright, so synthesize my weapons. I haven't really done much of weapon switching in this game, because even though I synthesized my weapons and leveled them up, when I try to switch them out, it feels like no matter what I do to the weapons, like the one I have currently equipped is still like the best one I have, regardless of how much more leveled or how much more leveled up the other weapons are. So it's like the crafting system in here doesn't feel like there's any progression, because the other weapons are either like inferior attack, and then you have like the special elemental attacks, which again hasn't really been doing much for me. I don't know, it doesn't look like upgrading the weapons means anything. Alright, Soundwave. Let's see what you got this time.
Something smells funny. I agree, old friend. I can sense it. A darkness. I can feel Nova Prime. The goodness within him. The nobility of his mission. To cyberform uninhabited worlds. To bring life to the galaxy. But something went wrong. A darkness.
He's got
full of
wings?
him burrowed into him.
What's the purpose of the wings?
Something corrupted him, driving him mad. He did come here to destroy Earth, but only after encountering some singular entity. Something
Unicron?
bent not just on destruction, but our destruction. And
Unicron.
Nova Prime sent it in our direction. It's out there now, searching and destroying its way to Cybertron.
Nova Prime? One of our own? Really went bad on us?
It appears so. Teletran 1, find us a way
Well, that's
to the
kind of
control
quick.
room.
This cargo lift can be used to reach the control room. I do not have enough access to tell you how to operate the platform, however.
That works.
That should do it.
When all those fails, just shoot the thing.
Operation Obliteration.
Rumble! I was wondering if he's gonna have other mini-cons. Oh, never mind, it's Frenzy! Everyone familiar with Transformers knows the whole Farid thing. Wait a second, you're purple! So I was right, that was supposed to be Rumble then. Okay, we're Not you, I meant to shoot. Ah, come on. Okay, this auto-aim thing's not really helping. Halftime show. Are you gonna... Okay, so Rumble is red today. Buzzsaw, what? Oh, he's bringing out all the mini-cons. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's got terraforming abilities. Oh. I think that should be it, unless he's got Rat-Bat here now. Oh my gosh, he just won't stop moving. Oh. Oh, come on. Jeez. What? Ah, jeez.
We will arrive any moment now, and Megatron is waiting for us. Be ready for anything.
Yeah, because apparently this game likes to throw everything at me. Again, it's like if you're not gonna bother putting a decent amount of, or a consistent amount of missions per chapter, why even bother separating stuff out by missions? Just have the Decepticons just naturally spawn on the maps, and I guess for this screen you can like, oh, you've got like this many Kremzeeks out of how many available Kremzeeks, or like put the collectibles there just to see how much progress I made. This whole mission thing is just pointless.
So, Soundwave has fallen.
Still did better than Starscream.
Decepticons, keep them busy. We've almost won.
We are almost there. Time to crash the party.
Yep, that sounds like cartoon Optimus. Nice, make sure I'm not missing anything. Like this shiny over here. Oh, now you guys are following me around to help. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. It's like you guys help me out when I don't need it, and when I do need it, you guys aren't even around. Like, I could have really used your help during the Devastator fight, or you know, whenever the story deems it that I'm supposed to be with you guys. And yet I'm by myself in some of these scenarios. What the heck? What's this transfix status effect? Again,
No Decepticon is going to stand in our way.
Maybe that's why you guys don't help me out. The friggin' developers decided, well, I mean, we can't make enemies challenging enough for all of you guys to, like, help me out, so gotta single me out for all the boss fights. I mean, 5 of us is with like the similar stat abilities, kind of OP to begin with. But still, I mean, I could at least like have 3 of you guys help me out. Still be kind of nice. Like, just make it like Kingdom Hearts. You don't have to have all the characters help me out, just have like two of them help me out. And I could switch them out like Final Fantasy. I hate that they're able to parry all of my attacks, but if I want to do the same thing, I have to spend credits for it. Jeez, Optimus, a little zealous with your blaster there.
Is this all you got, Megatron?
Wait, we just came from there, right? Okay. Just making sure. Any spy ops or Kremzeeks? Can't imagine there'll be any Kremzeeks hidden, like, below here. Again, how huge is this ship? Like, how would you navigate around this thing? It makes no freaking sense. Oh, what? Why am I missing with my vehicle attack so much? What the heck?
I'm coming for you, Megatron.
It's like in the earlier chapters, like usually my vehicle attacks would like land pretty much like all the time, and now it's like the game is purposefully making me miss with my vehicle attacks for some reason. And then why do the items disappear so quickly? Like during that one defense mission when I was trying to protect Wheeljack, there was all those credits just lying around, and then when I tried to pick them up, they were just poof, they just disappeared. Like, you didn't even give me enough time to get them, come on. Can I grab all this stuff in time before it all poofs on me? It's like, why did... I don't remember playing any game where the item drops just like disappear after a while. Like the only time I see that is in friggin' MMOs, not single player RPGs or single player games in general. Oh, come on. Like, why do you have to have those breakables with those... Like, I don't understand why they have to have the breakables with like the added DS of those laser things that stop you from running into them. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, okay, it's if I need to go into vehicle mode, if I need to go into vehicle mode to destroy those friggin' barriers or those friggin' shields, why would you equip those onto a Seeker? Like, can you explain to me that? It's like, if I have to drive through these shields to break it, and you put it on a Decepticon or enemy that flies, like seriously, do you understand how cars work? They don't always, unless you put a ramp there, cars can't fly when they're driving. And then you have those breakables where it's like they're encased in the shield, which means you have to drive through them, but then you have these lasers going around it, so if you don't drive through them at the exact time, the lasers are just gonna stop you from driving into them. It's like, why is that? It's like, it's already hard, you already made it hard for the players to drive into those breakables, but then you add the lasers, which pretty much pushes the player out of vehicle mode so they can't drive through it. So I'm like, what do you want from the players? I don't understand. It's like you're making all these unnecessary game design decisions, and it's like the breakable is already hard enough for players to break through, and you make it even harder.
Anybody else want this job?
Wait, is Skywarp here? Oh, right. I don't understand why they didn't have Skywarp appear in the game until now. Like that whole mission where you're supposed to hunt after Thundercracker, why couldn't you make it so I can choose to either go after Thundercracker or Skywarp? Why does it have to be solely Thundercracker? I mean, I guess the obvious thing is that you've got the voice actor for Thundercracker but not Skywarp, so Skywarp wouldn't have any lines to say. Where's Thundercracker? You guys knock him out? You're Skywarp. Aw, oh, jeez, you guys threw him off? Is he like somewhere in the bottom of the abyss? Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Well, no one said the Autobots don't fight dirty. Yes, in the original cartoon, the Autobots did fight dirty, because, I mean, logically speaking, if the Decepticons are gonna fight dirty, then you kinda have to fight dirty too. You can't always do things like the honorable way and expect to. What? Really? Didn't even give me a weapon? Like, why do they make these hidden treasures so ridiculous and then you don't even get anything that good from it? Oh.
This is it.
Kind of freaky.
What kept you?
Okay, so I'm guessing there was one in chapter 6? Even though it went by pretty quickly, I can't imagine where he was. If he's in that stinking like secret area, I'm gonna be very upset. Because I tried so hard exploring the entire area to see like how to get up in that secret room. Alright, so I got all the spy ops. Okay, so I'm missing one from chapter 5. There's 2 in chapter 6. And then there's one more in this chapter. Oh. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, actually, let me go through the logs, since this looks like to be the final battle. And I doubt I'll have time to read through these. Okay, so... SentryBot. These security satellites appear to be the optics and audio sensors of whatever is causing the cyberforming to take place. The signals and direction to these Insecticons are coming from somewhere else, and it would appear these satellites are part of that overall system. A satellite is not the same as a SentryBot. I would assume a SentryBot is like what do you call those, hovercrafts? Can't think of the name right now, but like I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Morph walls. It appears these walls are malfunctioning. Something has corrupted the system, is causing malfunctions to all kinds of magnitudes. Cause of the malfunction is currently unknown. Insufficient data. Again, why are there like the staticky walls? It's like you already established this ship has like, you know, the slide door walls. So I don't understand why it's necessary to add these morph walls to make the game more annoying to get through. It's like, just do slide doors, or don't do doors or morph walls at all. I don't know, it's like, is this a ship or a giant Rubik's Cube? Pods. 6-sided pods are symbolic of the Cybertronian colonnade. The colonnade has 6 cultural axioms or columns that gave the colonnade its long-lasting strength of concept. These pods, however, serve no actual function in regard to the colonnade beyond a representation. They appear to be containment units and stasis pods for Cybertronian life. Wait, what? What pods? Are they talking about those column things? Yeah, it looks like it's the... But why would you have... Because I thought the columns are like part of the ship's morph structure, because you got morph walls, and then I got pods, which changes the terraforming of like the floors and stuff. So why would you have those being like stasis pods for Cybertronian life? That makes it that's a little irrational, don't you think? Cargo lift. The cargo lift was created to access any level of the ship. Its anti-gravity propulsion system allows it to move freely throughout the ship's vast infrastructure. So basically a Wonkavator. The turret it fears was originally designed to house the pilot, but has been converted to hold firearms. Conclusion: something went wrong on the ship. The crash, the turret, the failed mission. It does not appear that the Proud Star fell from the sky due to an outside force, but rather an internal dispute. Why would you modify a cargo lift to have a turret? If you were on a ship and you were being invaded, then you would have, you know, your own personal gun. In War for Cybertron, they had like automated turrets, not manual turrets. Manual turrets are usually on the outside of a ship because you don't want any, you know, mishaps to happen and blow a hole through your ship. Why are there stockpiles of energon cubes in the city? Energon cube stockpiles are used by all Cybertronian life for fuel. Stockpiles on the city suggest there are large numbers of Cybertronian life forms nearby and active within the city limits. Well, I guess if you count the Autobots and the Decepticons, then yes. Also, I want to note that the red energons, those in the cartoon, they were originally like energy drinks. So like if any Cybertronian were to use them, they would get enhanced speed. And that's about it. I don't think they I don't remember it ever enhancing their strength, but they're supposed to make you move really fast, and here they decided to make it, oh, they're just highly explosive energon cubes, which, why not just make a bomb? Why would you synthesize energon to be explosive? They're not being used to like, as like a food source, because that's what the green or blue energon is mostly for. Vaults. What are these chests? Often accessed via the transspatial converters, these mobile depots contain any number of items from weapons and ammunition to augments that permanently improve a Cybertronian's abilities such as strength and endurance. Mobile depot? I never really thought of like an item chest as a mobile depot. That's more like the weapon stations in Fall of Cybertron. So that is weird. What are transspatial converters? They are Cybertronian in origin, have the ability to fold three-dimensional space into a trans-dimensional vault. Upon accessing one, whatever has been folded inside reveals itself. That just looks like a satellite to me. That doesn't look... Now the lore's getting, weird. Kremzeek. What are Kremzeeks? Kremzeeks are electrical beings that cause havoc within Cybertronian systems. They are rare but seem to appear when certain systems meet with unnatural power surges. They appear to be alive and always name themselves Kremzeek for reasons unknown. It's unwise to taunt Kremzeek. There was only one in the cartoon, so I mean, it's plausible they could replicate themselves, but I don't know about that. It seems a little weird. Okay, now that's all said and done. I mean, I could have just gone through that information in the end, but, well, here we go. This looks to be final battle.
Welcome, Autobots! I am so glad you came to witness my ultimate victory.
Everything's an ultimate victory.
I'll give it to you. Once I'm done remaking Earth, it's gonna be beautiful, Prime. I'd love to stay and watch, but Cybertron's rebirth beckons me. And I want a front row seat for it. Construct a
Wow, what is up with that lip syncing? Sounds like he was supposed to say something else.
You are welcome to try.
Guys, I could use a little help here. They're kind of ganging up on me. I'm guessing after this they're gonna transform into Devastator. That would be the most logical. Oh, Optimus, you're already down? Come on, man. I gave you better years than that. I knew it. Yeah, you feel free to go after him. Hey, I took your drill arms. Oh, now that is not fair. Come on. At least let us use Superion and Defensor if you're gonna be that retarded. Well, at least you guys are helping me out this time instead of me taking them on by myself. See ya, Devastator. Don't worry, they always come back. They're like Team Rocket. Yeah, guys, I could have used your help on the when I was fighting the Combiners previously. See, even with all of them
Megatron
helping
headed
out,
for
they didn't
surface,
take down
and
the
he took
health that
Ferrotaxis
quickly.
with him.
Then that is where we go. Autobots, roll out.
See, why are you suddenly using the scene change icons all of a sudden?
Our home will live again.
We will find a way to save Cybertron, but I cannot allow you to destroy Earth.
We should have been allies, you know. Imagine what we could have accomplished. But you never had the manifolds to do what needed to be done.
I have the manifolds to stand up for those who cannot stand for themselves. Give me the Ferrotaxis. We will use it to bring our culture and our history back to Cybertron, where it belongs. You have made a great discovery. Let us use it wisely.
I thought you were made of sterner stuff, Optimus.
Oof.
If you want it, you'll have to take me down to get it.
Oh, I could have grabbed it right out there. Ouch. Okay. I could have picked it up right there, man. Come on. Can I grab it? No? Alright. This is happening. Oh, what? Okay, that's a little ridiculously unfair. Oh. Oh, come on. I thought your beef was with Optimus, not me. Oh, you use that anti-gravity crap on me again. Jeez, I would have been so dead by now. Okay, I was not expecting Kingdom Hearts mechanics to suddenly be in this.
It's over, Megatron.
Jeez.
If I can't have the Ferrotaxis, no one can.
Wait, I thought he threw it. Oh, see, so they do know how to fly in here. Well, the Decepticons, even though Megatron is a tank. Wait, Optimus, I thought you wanted it in one piece.
Take victory away from me. Why must you always interfere?
You
Oh.
place Cybertron at the center of the universe.
Jeez, how... The space bridge fight all over again.
Cybertron is the center of my universe. How is it not the heart of yours?
Cybertron is above all life. Destruction. To keep Cybertron on life support, there must be another way.
Flesh isn't life. Servos, gyros, and fuel. This is where life comes from. You're degrading byproduct at best. I will restore Cybertron and retake the galaxy.
That ambition will be your end.
Behold, Optimus. A new Cybertron is being born.
No!
Jeez.
Only destroying the Earth, not creating.
You don't really believe that, do you?
It is the only thing I'm sure I believe. You must be stopped.
Yeah.
It's over, Megatron!
Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. He's gonna destroy it, isn't he?
It will not let me shut down the Insecticons. Megatron, What have you done?
One last fail-safe in order to shut down the Ferrotaxis. You must destroy it. You hold the fate of Cybertron in your hands, Prime.
You are correct, Megatron. And I have the courage to make the right decision.
No!
Well, you accused Optimus of not being made of sterner stuff, Megatron. I call you on your bluff, you will. Yeah, this is definitely not canon to the cartoon.
Cartoons. Those Insecticons would definitely be bad.
What have you done?
The humans will decide their own fate.
Not according to Bayformers.
Autobots, we have lived on Earth for decades, but I see now that we have not truly accepted Earth as our home, holding out some distant hope that we would return to a newly reforged Cybertron. And maybe one day that will happen. But we cannot continue to live in between worlds. From this day forward, we are no longer Cybertronians who are stranded on another world. Now, we are a part of Earth. And we must treat Earth as though we were forged here. And we must protect our home, no matter the cost.
Wow, that was so deep.
How are you recovering, Optimus?
I will live, thank you.
Where's Ratchet?
It
This is
appears that
Ratchet's
Earth
job.
will as well. Have you found a way to strengthen our forces?
As I said, it's not without risks.
I was thinking about what I was told. The prophecy on the Proud Star. That there is a way to end the war.
Incoming transmissions. Defensor and Superior.
Protect and serve, Optimus.
Where were
That's our
you
job.
guys?
Defensor, we are here to help.
Oh, you suck so much.
To finally rid Earth of the Decepticons.
Ah, jeez.
This might just be the price I have to pay.
You damn Metroplex. I kinda look like Metroplex. Okay, that... Not a... The story is okay. If this is meant to, like, retcon the cartoon, then it's not a bad retcon. I mean, it does tie into the movie. I mean, the original Transformers movie's been out since 1987. If you guys haven't... If you're a Transformer fan and haven't seen it by now, then you're gonna get spoiled regardless. I mean, it pretty much says it right here what's gonna happen to Optimus in that movie and every other Transformers media since then. As a game, I feel this was not a great experience. Granted, I did pick Warrior mode, so that affected how I played the game, but even Scout mode, I wasn't too happy with how things worked either. Like, again, the dodge mechanic doesn't work most of the time, and then you have to buy the parry ability, which should have been just built into the combat mechanics to begin with. So that was a dumb... that's a dumb developer decision, I say. And then... It's kind of weird that here because Megatron was originally like a gun, like a handheld gun. So here they made his alt form into a tank, which makes sense. But then they kept Shockwave's alt form as like a cannon, and I'm like, shouldn't he be turned into a tank to go with that? Since he was originally just a gun too, technically. So why didn't Shockwave have a cannon alt mode, or a tank alt mode? Yeah, so again, there were a lot of story decisions here that I mean, I like the ending and the beginning. The middle part of the story feels a bit weird. I mean, honestly, this could be structured as like another episode of the original cartoon, which is fine. But at the same time, it's like it's drawing the lore elements from other parts of Transformers lore that wasn't part of the original cartoon, which, I mean, I understand that they chose to go in that direction, but if you're gonna make a game in the art style of the cartoon, Transformers fans are gonna expect for you to respect the original lore established in the cartoon, even if you don't like it. Like, again, I'm not a fan of the original cartoon, but at the very least, if you're gonna make a game that's set in the world of the cartoon, like, you should be following the lore that's set in the cartoon. Otherwise, just do what High Moon Studios did and just do your own retelling of the cartoon, like they did with War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. And then again with the whole combo-based system being like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter kind of deal, is like, again, like, I don't really switch to my gun very often, so I mean, now that I got the hang of the combat system, it's like I can understand the decision behind it, but the game doesn't really play it up very much. Like, and then there was that chapter, I think it was chapter 5 or so, where all of a sudden I'm doing top down, which doesn't make any sense. Why would I have like a full 3D third person view of the game, and then all of a sudden you have me doing top down? And that was just for that one mission or chapter, I think. And that didn't really make any sense to me, to suddenly like, oh, now we're doing a top-down kind of game, when the whole game has been built in a way to support third-person view. And the mission didn't even play up the top-down for any reason. Like it didn't benefit from that top-down perspective at all. If anything, it made it more annoying that I had to like use that vertical vent to jump off to that highway and grab the red energon. And then there was the whole like side-scrolling like bridge mission, which I'm like, I guess is okay, but at the same time it was like they kind of it was just weird to suddenly have that perspective when I've already done like a couple of chases where I'm chasing after Megatron and then Motor Master in like the third person. So for them to suddenly switch to like a side scroller, it was just weird. Oh boy, what's this epilogue? Oh, is that Nova Prime? Okay, I guess that confirms it. He was on the ship, yet everyone else was mysteriously missing. Okay, so I missed mission 5 and 7, which I don't know how. The last chapter was pretty linear, so I don't know where I would have had to go to get 5 and 7. And again, it was... Why do you have everything set out, like categorized as missions, and then you have the Decepticons just randomly spawn into the world without being an actual mission? Feels like a lot of the elements in this game feels like very tacked on. Like they didn't really put a lot of thought behind if this was gonna enhance the game, or is it just gonna bog it down because you're like, oh, the game is short, we better start throwing random stuff into it to make it last longer. I mean, look at the past few chapters, I barely had any missions in those. Alright, all chapters completed. I'm not gonna use that weapon. Oh, Star Saber. Again, that's not in the original cartoon. That one, I think that's based on Transformers Prime, because I don't think there was any previous Transformers media prior to Transformers Prime that had a Star Saber. Like, there was a character named Star Saber, but he was in the Japanese Headmasters cartoon. So, yeah. I'm not... You have to pay me a lot of money to go through this game again in warrior mode. It was already infuriating enough for me in chapter 1. Even though the later chapters were short, I still would not want to do it. Like chapter 2, I went about halfway through that chapter in warrior mode and I just couldn't take it. So now, alright, let's see what I got in the art gallery. Character models. Yep, I don't know why it skipped. Oh, okay then. Gotta use keyboard. Yeah, I don't know. This is not Bumblebee's original form. Like, he was supposed to be a Volkswagen Beetle, not whatever this is. It's like a Honda hatchback. I'm not an expert on cars, so don't quote me on that. And Optimus is classic, with the trailer that just disappears whenever he feels like it. Sideswipe. I like his design. His design was pretty cool. I don't think... Like, they adapted the cartoon designs pretty well in here. Wheeljack. I have no complaints. Grimlock. I mean, it's cool that they paid homage. They didn't really exactly mimic or copy his transformation in Fall of Cybertron, but it was like... It was cool. Yeah, that whole like where he's slamming his fist onto the ground, that's very Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. So that's cool that they did that. Oh yeah. The DLCs, which are just like cosmetic recolors. Yeah, not a fan of Goldfire. I don't think anyone who loves Bumblebee liked the Goldfire change up. It was weird. And Red Alert is part of the Protectobots, which form into Defensor, who conveniently doesn't show up till the end of the game. So I don't know why they gave Sideswipe a Protectobot recolor. I would have figured like they would just color him like Sunstreaker or something. Yeah, Megatron, he got it. Okay, that was musical whiplash right there. Megatron, great. Like they retained his original design, but they integrated the whole like tank aesthetic to him, which is fantastic. I love this design. I don't know why the music's changing there. Starscream is they pretty much nailed it. I don't know if they used the same voice actor, but it's pretty close. Like, he wasn't very screechy in the original cartoon, but it was like, you know, that kind of whining aesthetic to him. Shockwave, again, why did they keep him as a gun? That never made sense to me. As if they're gonna change Megatron into a tank, then they should have just given Shockwave the same treatment too. So yeah. I mean, other than that, his robot form looks fantastic. Oh. No alt mode? I mean, his original alt mode was a Walkman, which is... yeah, a lot of mass disparity there. I think that's Rumble. Because I can't remember... In the cartoon, Rumble was purple and Frenzy was red, but when they sold the toys, Rumble was red and Frenzy was purple. So I don't know what happened between the marketing department and the animation department, but Buzzsaw, I don't know why they have him in here. Because Buzzsaw is supposed to replace Laserbeak, but he didn't really show up in the TV show. It was Ravage. There's Frenzy or Rumble, depending on who you ask. Oh my gosh, Go away, sticky keys. I'm not even pressing it down that much. Yeah, so that's Soundwave for you. Blitzwing, I think everyone can agree this is better than Bumblebee movie Blitzwing. I think I would have liked it better if he was like the main baddie, the main triple chart changer, because like he can be an airplane and a tank. If it was Blitzwing versus Bumblebee, I feel like that would have been a better face-off instead of Bumblebee versus, what was it, Dropkick and Shatter. That's just me. I feel like they really did Blitzwing a disservice in the Bumblebee movie, even though I'm Team Autobot. There's Thundercracker. And Skywarp, who didn't even show up till like near the end of the game, which is a shame. Like I said earlier, like I would have liked it in that one mission where you got to choose between going after Thundercracker or Skywarp, but then if they did that, they would have to do a separate cutscene where they switch out Thundercracker with Skywarp, and I guess they didn't have time for that. Oh, so here's Frenzy, who's purple, and then Rumble, who's red, yet in the cartoon they were switched around. So this was the original intent. Frenzy was supposed to be purple, and then Rumble was supposed to be red. It's Laserbeak, Buzzsaw. Yeah, but Laserbeak and Buzzsaw, they didn't appear in the cartoon at the same time. It was like Laserbeak for like, I think the first 2 to 3 seasons, and then Buzzsaw just kind of replaced him later on, because gotta sell toys, not follow a distinct storyline. Ravage looks great. Devastator, I hate your guts, but you were well-designed character. And you got all the Constructicons, Menasor. Yeah, in the original cartoon, Motormaster just became big, and then all the other like Stunticons just glue onto his arm. I mean, they try to integrate it more in this design, but it's still like, you can look at the arm and it's like the cars are just like wrapped around his body. I mean, his legs feels more integrated, but his arms is like obviously paying homage to that. There you go, Motormaster. I guess they didn't have time to like give any of the other Stunticons any limelight. And the Vehicons. And the Seekers. Yeah, because there's another 3 Seekers called the Coneheads, and it's like, yeah, why did they name them? These are the only 3 other Seekers. There's like Ramjet, Thrust, and Dirge. I don't know why they didn't give them the names here. And of course the Insecticons. Got them pretty accurate to the original cartoon designs. Oh, and that's it. But I can't look at these. Just enter to confirm. Really? I can only look at thumbnails? Oh, come on. Really? Oh, there's Soundwave's alt mode that I can't blow up for some reason. There's all the Dinobots. There's RC. Rodimus, who was... He sucked. Rodimus, or Hot Rod, I think this is Hot Rod, and then down here is Rodimus. He was supposed to replace Optimus Prime after the events of the movie, but his character was so unlikable. Seriously, can I not open these? Or do I have to go collect all the collectibles to unlock that? There's Prowl down here. Yeah, these are both Prowl. There's another character named Blue Streak that has that's pretty much a recolor of Prowl, but it doesn't look like he's here. There's Ironhide. Is that Sideswipe? Yeah, Sideswipe. There's Ratchet. Why isn't he in the game? Got Prowl here. Got Prowl, Ratchet, Sideswipe, Jazz. Can I get a good look at Jazz? He's kind of my dude. Scene art. Yeah, seriously, why can't I? I'm pressing enter to confirm. Okay. Stage concepts. These are pretty cool. I mean, basically all we have is Teletran, the city, and Proudstar. And then that one room from Cybertron. Because obviously they didn't develop Cybertron anymore. Now, these are cool. Can I get a closer look? Or no? I guess I have to go get all the collectibles to see all the art. Oh yeah, there's a grappling weapon, which I don't understand why it's a weapon and not just a function. Because I'm guessing that's what I was supposed to do in that one area when I was trying to get to the secret room. I had to use a grapple, but there's no tutorial on how to use grappling. I'm guessing that was probably a leftover from Jazz, because Jazz in the cartoon, he has a hook shot kind of deal, but I guess he's not in the game. Like, they have a friggin' record for reversals and parries, and I'm like, I have to buy that ability. I don't have that intrinsically programmed into my character. 58% chest. Really? It felt like I found at least 80%. 6 defeats. Sure doesn't feel that way. Alright, what's these challenge modes? I just want to look at it. I'm not going to actually do it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would have to say no to that. Yep, that's just 7 chapters. I'll play through 5 and 6 again just so I can get all the collectibles. That would hopefully let me like zoom in on some of that gallery art. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video series on Transformers Devastation. I'm starting to understand why this game can't be found in Steam anymore. Like, you can still find like hours played and Steam achievements for War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, even though those games aren't available anymore. Well, I mean, I don't know how, but you can still buy the Steam keys on Amazon. I'm guessing that's Hasbro's doing, but you can't get Transformers Devastation Steam keys, at least not through Amazon that I would see. Like, there's other stores that still have it, but they're like limited supply, so they're not offering this game for PC players, and I'm pretty sure there's like a limited supply of the PlayStation and Xbox versions of this game too. So I don't know if anyone's interested in experiencing the joy of Devastation that I have. I mean, I feel glad to have finally been able to play this game. Yet at the same time, I did not find as much enjoyment in it as I was hoping. So that was a pretty big disappointment to me. Like I said, the story is not bad. It does contradict the cartoon in some respects, but on the whole, the story's not bad. It's just the game itself. It feels like it was obviously rushed. Like, look how short those later chapters were compared to Chapter 1. Like, Chapter 1 took me forever to get through, it feels like, and then 2 was like half of that, and then like 3, 4, 5, and 6 was just like whoosh, just right through it. So yeah, until the next video, this is Zero Raptor signing off. Laters.